Hi everyone and welcome to One Vision, a mix of the best of Rangers action and interviews, plus an exclusive look into the future. Here's what's coming up in the next 90 minutes. As the Champions League beckons once more, we relive the glorious goals scored last time round, plus all the SPL strikes. We look back on the day of first choice Rangers wreak revenge over Celtic in a spectacular show of Ibrox firepower. There's exclusive behind the scenes footage from the Old Firm exhibition match, plus highlights of the game itself. Looking to the future, Ronald de Boer gives us a lowdown on his ambitions for the club. And to complete the picture, Dick Advocaat reveals the way forward in an exclusive interview at the Light Blues' new £14 million training complex. Well, I'm looking forward to it all. Hope you are too. First up though, it's the highlights from the Champions League that give so much inspiration for the coming campaign.
Bouncing just a little bit high, and that's a goal. Michael Moles puts it away. 9 minutes, and the Austrian defence caught out of the goal line.
That was an absolutely magnificent start for them. I think it's Ronald de Boer who chases a lost cause here, keeps the ball in play, and Michael Moles side puts it in. Great start for Rangers.
Rangers 1-up. Great play by Moles. There it's in, and Johnson came in just a little bit too far. Alan Johnson tried to tantalize them, and that's it. It's a great goal. Ronald de Boer makes it 2-0, 19 minutes gone. And the Dutchman has had an enormous influence on the game as he scores.
He has been
Rangers second.
And the move all initiates away early part of the game by a great turn by Michael Moles. Delivery into the box, it goes out to Alan Johnson, who shimmies the full-back, delivers in at the front post, and de Boer gets across the defender. You see it here, Alan Johnson, all he needs is a yard here to deliver. Out on the right-hand side, great delivery, Ronald de Boer gets across the defender and finishes.
Here's Newman. Beautifully played by Moles. Now Johnston. Tried to slip inside. Van Bronckhorst. Now Alberts, he must let fly. He does! Oh, marvellous strike right, and great play.
Great composure from Alan Johnson again around the edge of the box into Van Bronckhorst. Reina as it plays it out there. Van Bronckhorst out to Albert.
It wasn't all that easy, Tommy. I mean, there was a space there, but he had to keep it down.
Well, it's another situation where they've worked the ball from one side of the pitch across to the other, and then they've finished with a strike on goal. So Rangers have definitely done their homework, and things are going well for them. You see the Dick Advocaat there. He must be delighted in how they've started the match.
Oh, it's slack again. Here's Ronald de Boer. Did that very neatly. Going himself. There's Van Bronckhorst! Oh, that's a superb goal! It really is! Brilliantly engineered by de Boer.
De Boer again. Any youngster looking at this tonight, you know, you see what it's all about. Look at him moving it from foot to foot there. Timing of the run from Van Bronckhorst and finish.
Almost a replica of the German strike in the first half. You know, some people think he didn't have a decent game on Saturday at Dundee, and he was an influential player all the way through.
The point I'm making is that's a forward taking time on the ball and allowing midfield players to come up and support him.
It's Ronald de Boer coming off.
Deserves the standing ovation. Absolutely magnificent performance.
What a change he has made to Rangers midfield. Good run, nice little reverse pass. Billy Dodds, he'll have a go at it. Oh, what a goal! Oh, that was intelligent. 85 minutes and Rangers rocketing away now. The fifth goal, one touch, little chip over the goalkeeper.
Delivery is first class.
Just over 7 minutes played. There's Konteman. Alan Johnson gets his freedom. Held on to it very well. Johnson still there. Ferguson wide. Newman. Van Bronckhorst. He'll let fly. It's a great goal by Van Bronckhorst. Superb strike. Almost a replica of how he put it away against the Austrians. He kept it low, he kept it down and drilled it away from the goalkeeper, and no wonder they're jubilant, as Parato had absolutely no chance. He may, Tommy, have been slightly blinded at first.
I think really, you know, this patient build-up. Newman plays the ball into Van Bronckhorst about 30 yards. Magnificent strike. I don't think the goalkeeper was blind. I think it was just the pace of the ball. You see the swerve on it there, out to in. Absolutely magnificent start for Rangers. That could settle things down for them.
Good run by Kanchelskis, and nobody can come up on it. Here's Van Bronckhorst. He can't get the shot in. And then it's in, yes.
Yes.
Kanchelskis came across there. He pulls one back. A little consolation in the rain for the small group of Rangers supporters. And they had men into the box there.
Yeah, real positive play initially by Kanchelskis on the right-hand side. Gets to the byline, plays a great cross across the 6-yard line. And then he gets in the end of Van Bronckhorst's cross.
Billy Dodds goes into the wall. Oh, that's a superb strike.
Magnificent strike,
Tremendous
Van
strike
Bronckhorst.
by Van Bronckhorst as he goes right in there, drives it in, and I think they realise, superb though it was, 3-2, not enough with just seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's a magnificent strike, and you just wonder if they'd have showed this type of attitude in the early part of the game, because as you said earlier there, I think it's the last 15 minutes that they've had shots at goal. But this is magnificent strike. The wall breaks up obviously, and Taffarel left with not a hope.
Alberts. Punt by Ferguson. What a good ball that is too. De Boer in the middle and a chance. Oh, it's a goal through for Kenny Miller. Oh, what a start for Rangers. Oh, with a relief on the face there of Dick Advocaat. That was Contreras, the Chilean international, I think lost his bearings at the back. Let Miller in. And he finished in the most emphatic fashion. Rangers off to a flyer. Oh, here's Moles now. He's clean through. Michael Moles!
An untidy-ish goal, but it's one that could be precious. And they've always got a chance of a goal. I've said it all along in this game against this particular defence.
Well, in truth, he didn't really get hold of it.
He's hit it into the ground, and keeper should have done better. Defenders' starting positions were awful. But you try telling that to the 50,000 people cheering at.
Well, there's no escaping the fact that Rangers' stranglehold on the Old Firm has loosened. But back in November, with the squad firing on all cylinders, a glorious revenge was extracted for the early season loss at Parkhead.
Rivalry, a famous fixture, a fascinating fixture, a fiery fixture, a match unmatched in British football. And Rangers taking the free kick very quickly. Martin O'Neill was fuming that they were allowed to. Rayner. Rangers looking to go on the rampage. Barry Ferguson, surely! He's done it! Rangers' new captain leads by example.
That's a wonderful goal by Barry Ferguson. He's probably fed up being told he doesn't do enough of this. Normally the holding player, this time he says, well, I'm getting myself into the box. He's not picked up. A lot of good movement in front of him, dragging Celtic defenders wide. The first touch is excellent, and he has the composure to finish the move off. A wonderful goal. Huge hole opened up there, principally through the movement of the players in front of Barry Ferguson. Still a bit of work for him to do, and he did well just to tuck it inside the left-hand post.
Well, that's livened it up. Barry Ferguson putting Rangers in front. Ronald de Boer's corner, and Albert is on the far post. It's off the bar and put in by Flo. He's done it on his debut. Rangers are 2-1 up. Troy, Andre, Flo.
Well, he hasn't been in it at all. Passed up a good chance early on. Oh, what a sweet moment this will be. George Albert's at the back post there. Off the crossbar. He wasn't going to miss from that range. Good deep corner. Albert's not picked up, gets it back across. There wasn't much the defenders on the line could do. Falls perfectly for Torrey Andrew Flo. And once again this game takes another twist.
Douglas is never going to be fazed by the Old Firm experience. It's an occasion to relish. In it comes from Albert, and on the far post, it's Ronald de Boer, and Rangers are 3-1 up. De Boer scores. It was a day for them to stand up and be counted, and that's exactly what they've done.
Once again the damage comes to the back posting. It's a good ball by Albert. Look at the movement on it, but there's not enough pressure on de Boer there. Similar one to Albert's for the second goal, who wasn't pressurised. De Boer wants it more than anyone else. And Rangers well and truly in the driving seat now.
And Marusso would love to cap off a fantastic performance with a goal. Albert drills it in, and Marusso has done it! It is a goal for Lorenzo Amoruso! You didn't really think Rangers would give up that easily, did you?
Well, it caps a fabulous performance for the big Italian. Celtic once again failing to defend the set piece. Plenty of bodies goal side. Amoruso prepared to put his head in where he might get hurt. And certainly no more than Lorenzo Amoruso deserves. given the quality of performance he's turned in today, and Dick Advocaat knows the points are safe now.
Jackie McNamara. And blocked by who else but Amoruso. And he finds an outlet in Torre Andre Flo. Albert. Ronald de Boer is waiting for it, and he's going to get it too. Moles in the middle. Is this another one? It sure is. Michael Moles scores on his own firm debut as Rangers hit the high five.
Good ball in behind there by George Alberts here. And again, no lack of support. Good ball in by de Boer. And he was always going to take that one first time. He just has to keep his concentration, keep his eye on the ball, keep the shot down. And he does just that.
Alberts. Newman. Ferguson. It's all over. Ibrox erupts. Dick Advocaat's Rangers hammering their fierce rival Celtic by 5 goals to 1. Barry Ferguson in his first Old Firm game as captain led by example, but a special word for the man of the match, the deposed captain Lorenzo Amoruso. Absolutely outstanding today. Celtic are beaten for the first time in the Scottish Premier League this season, and trust Rangers to be the team to inflict that defeat. They are not going to give up their title in a hurry, that is for sure. Rangers show today what champions are made of.
That match featured the Old Firm debut of Ronald de Boer, and what a way to start with a neat goal. Then, just as he was getting into his stride, as with so many of the squad this year, injury forced him onto the sidelines. But he's fit again and raring to go. When Ronald de Boer arrived at Ibrox following his £5 million transfer from Barcelona, there were whispers that he wasn't fully fit. His knee injury midway through the season only fueled the rumours. But as he explains, the suggestions were completely untrue.
It was a lot of people suggested that I had already bring an injury. I never missed one training session in Spain. I had only I had injury in my groin. I was for 12 weeks off, and that was very pity because we were just in the stage that Barcelona were aiming for 3 cups, and I missed all those big games against Valencia, against Chelsea, and all those important games. And yeah, that was that hurts. But I never missed one training about my knee. So and I came to Ibrox fully fit, and I think I showed it against Sturm Graz, one of my first games. That I was fully fit. But then suddenly I get problems with my knee, and I didn't know why it came. Still don't know. But I keep on playing, and every time it was struggling to stay fit. And you train, but you don't train well, and then you play a game, and then suddenly it goes downwards. And also my game were lesser of performance, and I think I was struggling a little bit. And sometimes a good game again, but not what I really can bring to a game. I was very frustrated because you know your capacity, you know you're capable of doing things in a game, and you can't bring that, and that's very frustrating. And even especially when you're like when I get the kick when I was out for now 4 months, and you miss already all the important games against Celtic, against Dundee for the cup. I missed every game, important game, and you see your team struggling, and you can do nothing about it, and you're so eager to go, but you can't do anything, and that's very frustrated.
The frustration was compounded by the fact that Ronald had made his presence felt in a number of games for the club, 2 in particular which showed him the passion of Ibrox.
It was something unbelievable. Yeah, I've been to a lot, of course, with Ajax, Feyenoord Ajax or Ajax Feyenoord, or away against to Panathinaikos or other big games, and those are the crowd was there, also youths involved. But here is something special. I think the 90 minutes they were behind us, and they're really the 12th man, and it was a great feeling that night, and I was feeling good, so played well, so that makes it only better.
Great play by Moles. There it's in, and Johnson came in just a little bit too far. Alan Johnson tried to tantalise them, and that's it. It's a great goal. Ronald de Boer makes it 2-0. 19 minutes gone.
We were playing well, and we played as a team, and but also everybody was finding each other easily, and yeah, you think, and then even when you play away against Monaco, you didn't play well, but you win. So that's yeah, we were really thinking we're going all the way, especially to the next round, and then everything. When I was going down, but everything went down at that time, and yeah, that hurts. That was even bigger against Celtic than against Sturm Graz, I think, because yeah, the Old Firm game is something special here. I know that now, and the people are so, yeah, you can say full of hate to the opponent, and everybody only think about one thing: destroy them, and you can feel that, and yeah, that makes that game so special.
In it comes from Albert, and on the far post, it's Ronald de Boer, and Rangers are 3-1 up. De Boer scores. It was a day for them to stand up and be counted, and that's exactly what they've done.
And he's looking forward to re-establish Rangers' domestic dominance and the challenge of the Champions League. The Dutch master concluded the season with a couple of great goals, and he can't wait to get going again.
I think I'm a player who can do a lot of jobs in a game, but I can also score, and I did it last time against Hibs and against Celtic with my head, and I'm quite a good header, but not attacking wise, but at that few times I was there, and it was important, of course. So but what I'm saying, I can score, and especially if I'm fully fit, I can score at least for sure 15 a season or something.
Now McCann. Sense of urgency about it now as Billy Dodds goes in. Can't put it away. De Boer does. On the right spot at the right time, and no more than Rangers have deserved for totally dominating the second half so far.
And wide left is Neil McCann. Gets to the byline and sets up Ronald de Boer for the opening goal. Alberts with the pass for Rod Wallace, onside. And Ronald de Boer makes it 2 in 2 games. Amadou's cross, Ronald de Boer. Oh, wonderful strike. "12 minutes gone in the second half, 3-0.
I think because this season was disappointed, I think the Rangers are already looking for a few years to make a little bit back, a step forward, and to survive for sure the first round. And we are focusing on that, of course, and I think we have the players to do that, and we will be focusing for sure, and everybody is thinking already about it. No, my aim still is to win prizes, and that's with the Rangers, of course, and maybe with the Dutch team, and that's my main goal, just winning prizes. That's you always want. So if it's the league or the cup, or hopefully something in the European Cup. And yeah, I want to win every game, or even trainings game I want to win. So the only main goal now is to perform well with the Rangers.
By the time the winter break arrived, Rangers had scored nearly 50 Premier League goals. Sit back and enjoy them all.
Can't handle it.
Good pass out from Amoruso to Alberts. Barry Ferguson. Here's a chance to create. It's Billy Dodds. And it's 1-1. And an all-important goal here for Rangers. But a calm, cool and clinical finish from Dodds. And Rangers feeling a whole lot happier now. Ferguson works it on to Alberts. Lofted on for Dodds again. That's almost unbelievable. It was a simple ball lofted over the top. Again, St Johnstone in disarray, and again, Billy Dodds was there to inflict maximum punishment.
So Billy Dodds, there it goes. Rangers have pulled themselves back, leave it to the wee fellow to score his fifth competitive goal, in no uncertain manner. Went in better and it's in for Billy Dodds again, would you believe? Well, I cannot stress enough what this man has done. Boring his way into goal. It was only one thing he had in mind, get the forehead to it, and he did. Now Ferguson might want to go himself, he does. Tries to get in there, Miller's done it! The young sub puts Rangers ahead. His first real meaningful goal for the club. Surging forward again, this time McCann with it. It's not offside, and it should be. It is. Two-guy does it. An intelligent run forward, and that puts it beyond any doubt. The Tuckies player scored his first league goal.
George Alberts. There's the goal. And the cruellest blow to St Mirren. Well, Rangers punish St Mirren here. Neil McCann. Well, he's been allowed to get that one to Billy Dodds. That's a great goal by Billy Dodds. It looked as if Ian Nicholson was winning this battle with Neil McCann, but he allowed him to put it back to Billy Dodds, and you cannot give the hottest striker in Scottish football time to pick his spot inside the box. Ludovic Roy hoping the wall does its job, because coming at him is a missile from this man. Alberts curling it. Oh, that is absolutely sensational! George Alberts, just when you think he's going to hit a rocket, he delivers a little bit of craft and curl.
And George Alberts with a chance to give Rangers the lead. McCann for Dodds. First time layoff for Giovanni van Bronckhorst. Top quality with that. And Rangers 2-1 ahead. 22 minutes gone. Rottenbeck finds Coyle. Dangerous one. Beyond Matai. It breaks for Tugai. Billy Dodds. Number 3 for Rangers, and the goals just can't stop coming for Billy Dodds. Tugai, it's Neil McCann. Rod Wallace awaits. Lots of good passing and good movement. Dunfermline stretched, and now 4-1 down.
McCann onto Wallace. Tries to get on the outside, that must be, it's a brilliant save. As Reyna was claiming the goal, and I think has been given. The goal has been given. Brilliant move by Wallace here. Over it went, down it goes, and I think the ball squeezed over the line. Chance to take it. 4-2. Here he comes. Calm as ever. 9th goal of the season for the man.
Still two-guy onto McCann in a very good position. McCann, and he tries a great goal. Oh yes, he hit that so sweetly. And it seems to me he's carried most of the menace this afternoon for Rangers.
Now McCann. Sense of urgency about it now as Billy Dodds goes in. Can't put it away. De Boer does. On the right spot at the right time, and no more than Rangers have deserved for totally dominating the second half so far.
Oh, it's fallen nicely for Kanchelskis. It's in the back of the net. Andre Kanchelskis. Rangers over the last 10 minutes or so probing, and then the break of the ball, it has to be said. But Andre Kanchelskis still had a fair bit of work to do, and Alan Combe will not be happy. Here's Alberts. The drive is in. Oh, what a magnificent goal! George Alberts, a special. Well, the wall didn't need to worry about anything hitting it, because the ball was in the back of the net before they really got themselves into any kind of order. Van Bronckhorst, he might think about hitting it from here, and he does indeed. Oh, what a goal! Giovanni Van Bronckhorst! And how did he think about hitting it? And what a finish! Well, he may be exhausted, and who can blame him? He's put in a shift. He's added a goal, and a goal of quality.
Kenny Miller. Well, Adamczyk told him where he wanted it. Miller again, and Rangers are level. Oh, Kenny Miller, he's waited a long time for this one. The pass came back to him, and the first time shot rifled into the bottom corner.
Taken by De Boer's, a lot of curl in that. Scrimger not happy with it, and that's it. Miller scores the opening goal for Rangers after exactly 1 minute 20 seconds, as the St Mirren defence suddenly became static. That's a beautiful pass, and it's in, yes. Miller, superb finish and a great move by Rangers, and young Kenny Miller. 2 goals now. On it goes to Moles, and there's the ball through to Alberts. He's looking inside towards Miller again, and again! A hat-trick for the youngster, gloriously put in. Tremendous strike there by Kenny Miller. Lovely little run there by Ferguson. Here's Miller again! Yes! Well, he is almost slightly embarrassed by scoring 4 goals in that one so easily. Amaruso on the left wing now. What's he going to do with it? It's again! Billy Dodds this time. An excellent play by Rangers ex-captain. And whatever you say about this man, defensively, he does come up with the unexpected from time to time. Beautiful ball through to Newman. Billy Dodds, and oh, what a glorious goal! Superb strike by Miller. The broadest of smiles on the face of a young man who seems to have matured and given that precise touch to Rangers. Alberts. Then it goes to McCann. Can he finish? He does! Yes, he finished that beautifully.
Moles turning outside the area. Kenny Miller with a chance. Past 2 players, and Kenny Miller does it again. It's his 8th goal in 4 games. 2 defenders in front of him. The sidestep, the curling shot into the corner. That's a great goal for Kenny Miller. There's a chance now for De Boer, and a chance for Rangers through Mols. And it's 2-1 for Rangers. Disaster for the Aberdeen defence. Michael Mols takes the gift and says thank you very much.
First goal always vital in a game such as this. Can Alberts do it for Rangers? Well, there's no doubt about that one. He wasn't going to place it, he wasn't going to miss it. Into the corner, and Rangers 1 up.
It's a decent one, and it's in. Bed Conterman coming up on that, right in on top of it, and he scores his first goal, competitive goal for the club. Tugai plays it into Ferguson, it's there! Oh, what a brilliant goal! An immaculate pass, brilliantly done by Tugai. He looks up, takes aim, and there's the fire. Almost in, and the goalkeeper getting a touch. It's a goal, finished off there. Ball's got it in, an untidy goal. The goalkeeper was under pressure, but Rangers are back in level terms. Well, it goes towards Moles. There it is, brilliant goal! Billy Dodds! That was sheer instinct, not spectacular, but the way he just turned and touched on the right spot at the right time. Here's Billy Dodds, he's through. Here's Alberts, yes! That does it! You could see it coming as a big German decided right at the end to come up on it and take the net away.
Once again, Neil McCann down that left. Ferguson joining in. Back from McCann. Moles waiting to pounce. It's laid back. And the first goal of the game for Rangers. It's Claudio Reyna. And the breakthrough they've been waiting for.
And wide left is Neil McCann. Gets to the byline and sets up Ronald De Boer. Ronald De Boer showing off his striking instinct here because he timed the run to perfection. And as Nick Colgan was grabbing at the ball in mid-air, it was already behind him, 1-0. Here's Reyna. Lofted in for Miller, it breaks for Neil McCann! Rangers ahead, 31 minutes gone. His third goal of the season. Rangers 1 up. And now walks it left for Neil McCann. Kenny Miller had a go at it. Here's Fernando Rickson. His first goal for Rangers, and it's a spectacular one. 9 minutes into the second half. And Fernando Rickson makes it 2-0 Rangers. Another chance for Johnston to run at Dodds. Heads to the byline this time. And there's goal number 3. And you don't get much closer range than that for Toriandre Flo. And a very uncharacteristic blunder by me.
It is Lorenzo Amoruso's last game. He'd love to bow out with a goal. McCann's corner, and it's in from Flo. He has his third Rangers goal, and St Mirren caught out from the corner.
And Toriandre Flo just gets in behind Stephen McGarry, I think. Ludovic Roy decides to come for this, never getting to it. And only takes the deftest of glances there from Flo.
Kenny Miller twisting and turning. And Reyna and Flo! Oh, what a fine finish! Flo has his second, and Rangers are back in front.
Kenny Miller does well to hold it, and waiting in support here, provided by Reyna. Well, a cheeky finish, and a superb one nevertheless from Toriandre Flo. Good turn by Kenny Miller. Reyna offering himself on the right-hand side. A well-worked goal.
De Boer delivers. Conterman is in there, but Waterman.
Well, he's only 3 yards out when he heads this into the net, Ian. And, you know, goalkeepers are less inclined to come these days, but Ludovic Roy has to come and get at least a fist in that. I mean, that's a free header from, what, 2.5 yards out?
Question: where in the world would 50,000 football fanatics turn up on a bleak midwinter Sunday to watch an exhibition match? Well, the names Butcher, Haitley, Loudrip and McCoy's might just give you a clue. Yes, Ibrox played host to the first Old Firm game, featuring legends from bygone days. The result went the Light Blues' way, but it was an occasion when everyone was a winner. It was a day many of the greatest players to have graced one of the world's greatest derbies could scarcely have dreamed of. A return to the scene of some of their most vivid memories. How would Graham Roberts and Frank McAvenny greet each other? And would Tommy Burns cheer up? As the kick-off neared and the stars of yesteryear with their thickening waistlines and thinning hairlines prepared to punish their aging bodies, it became clear that beneath the cheeky banter, the old pre-match nerves were setting in and the competitive juices were flowing.
How's the body standing up?
Oh, I'm fit as hell. I'm only put on 6 stone, so not too bad.
And about an hour and a bit to go to kick-off. Thoughts going through your mind?
Very nervous at the moment. Like when they rang us up and said it was like 10, 15, 20,000, now it's 50,000. We're starting to get a bit of jitters, but it'll be good. I'm looking forward to it.
Who's going on first? Who's going to be between the sticks?
Alphabetical order, or is it age? How old will you be? How old are you?
I'm 41, so
it must be
age before beauty.
Beauty.
Yeah.
Aye.
It's good for you since you've been in here, Chris. I mean, what's it like coming back in the dressing room again?
It's always nice. I mean, once you get back in, you feel like you've never been away. But I think the last time I was here was Scott Nisbet's testimonial, so it's always nice to come back to places that you've played at.
And Andy, not such a long time for you. You come here usually in the other dressing room.
Aye, normally getting a walloping, aye.
Enjoying the experience of coming back in here today?
I think Chris is right. I think when you've been at the club for so long, you've obviously got a lot of ties with the club, and it's great to come back, see all the old faces, and it should be a good day.
Any plans for a bit of fun on the park, or is that all very serious?
Aye, when we're about 4 or 5 down up, we'll have a bit of fun.
There's 50,000 fans out there, and you can't kid them on. You know, you've got to. Obviously, it's going to be slower, but they want to see a bit of fun, but they want to see them win as well. So it'll be interesting.
What kind of Nick are you in?
I was in the Nick down in Newcastle.
Who writes this?
It was Gateshead. Nah, I'm alright. I'm okay. I'm a bit better shape. You know, I've been running a couple of miles every day, so I should be alright.
I think you'll have the chat and the crack with them, sort of thing. But I think at the end of the day, I think they want to win and we want to win. So
see who's happy after the game.
It stops there. We get onto that green field out there, and off we go.
An unfamiliar setting for you today, but you're treating this one seriously, aren't you?
Yeah, I think so. I think everybody wants to go out and put on a show for 50,000 people and hopefully win the game, so it would be great.
How are these legs of yours?
They could be better, I have to be honest, but yeah, I heard about this game 3 weeks ago and I went out and ran 10 miles in 2 days, and I was almost dead for a week or two, so but it's okay. We'll see how it goes.
Now, obviously, it's not the same as a real game, but one or two wee nerves going in there, aren't there?
Yeah, I think so. I think nobody, when they leave this cup, think that they could play in an Old Firm game again in front of 50,000 people. So obviously, I'm a wee bit nervous, I have to be honest, but I'm really looking forward to it.
Brian, I'm not doing what it's for the crowd.
And then the moment they'd been longing for as Walter Smith and Billy McNeil led their teams onto the park. Lined up and taking the supporters' acclaim, the years rolled away. Celtic took an early lead when Alan McInally rose to head home in the 3rd minute. However, it was a fleeting moment of glory as the Gers regrouped and then ran riot. Your commentator is Gordon Bowe.
McInally was coming in behind him, but John Bryan, ever the cool head, he didn't need to know that McInally was behind him and just feinted one way, went the other, and picked up possession in plenty of space. And it's a quality possession that Rangers now have. Brian Laudrup, he jinks past Tommy Burns, he comes inside, it's still Laudrup, he's coming across the field. The run so reminiscent of ones he made before. He plays it forward, dinks it in the direction of McCoist and Haitley. Neither of them can get to it. It's Mick McCarthy who got ahead to it. Rangers again have possession. It's all Rangers at the moment. Brown plays the ball in. It's Haitley at the back post. He gets a touch to it. Mick McCarthy's with him as well. Was there a push? The referee says no. And that one's gone for a goal kick to Celtic. We've played 10 minutes in the Old Firm game at Ibrox. It's Rangers 0, Celtic 1. Alan McInally with the goal as early as the 3rd minute. Celtic get the game underway once more. It's Tosh McKinlay. Brings it inside to Tommy Burns. McKinlay has it once more. McKinlay looking at his options ahead. Picks out Frank McAvenny. He plays the dummy. It comes to Billy Stark. Billy Stark lays it off for McAvenny, but Brian Laudrup coming back, takes the touch and allows Rangers now to break. It's Nigel Spackman. Haitley's come away from his marker. He's free on the far side if Spackman can pick him up, but Robert Pritz making the run into the penalty area. Robert Pritz gets it past the goalkeeper and it's cleared off the line by Mick McCarthy. A real opportunity for Rangers, possibly should have gone in. Robert Pritz didn't get too much on the shot, but a real chance for Rangers. And still the pressure's not off. Brown plays the ball in. McCarthy again gets the header onto it. Mark Haitley. But it was Ali McCoist that time working at the back post. Brian Laudrup picks it up. He gets the cross in. Haitley's underneath it. He gets a hit to it. It's looped high, and Pat Bonner has to look lively to pick that one out of the air as it was coming down just underneath his bar. A difficult ball to deal with, but he managed it. Willie McStay playing the ball forward. It comes now to McInally. McInally to Danny McGrain. McGrain's got Billy Stark inside and plays it out to the far side. Tommy Burns is out there. Tommy Burns now getting his customary welcome every time he sees the ball. Danny McGrain inside the centre circle. Willie McStay's there. Plays it. Well, it's come back to Mick McCarthy. Danny McGrain now playing just in front of the back two. Ray Wilkins robs on. It's 4 against 2 for Rangers. It comes to McCoist. He's got Laudrup inside. Oh, and a poor pass from Ali McCoist that allowed Mick McCarthy just to get a touch to it. And that really broke up a terrific attack, a real opportunity for Rangers once more. They've had 3 or 4 great chances in the last few minutes and they still have possession now. Ray Wilkins now playing it towards Mark Haitley. He plays it back towards McCoist. Can he turn? He's got his back to goal. He lays it off for Wilkins. Wilkins with a shot. What a goal for Rangers! Ray Wilkins from 20 yards. Right-footed, an absolute cracker of an equaliser for Rangers. Absolute quality stuff. The layoff was perfect and Ray Wilkins just slammed it home. Pat Bonner with no chance whatsoever. An absolute cracker of a goal to watch for Rangers. Ray Wilkins, always his intention. He laid the ball off, he got it back, and he only had one intention when the ball was running into his path. He slammed it home from 20 yards. An absolute joy of a goal to watch. But it's Rangers who have the ball now, and Brian Laudrup has got acres of room on this near side. He's gone into the penalty area. He's gone to the byline. Can he get the cross away? He can. Mark Haitley was charging towards the goal line, but Pat Bonner, he just stood right on his goal line, reached up and plucked the ball out of the air, and it was a burst of Brian Laudrup, classic Brian Laudrup, that gave the chance to Rangers. But it's Celtic now who are breaking. It's Frank McAvenny, and again he's another one getting a warm reception from the home fans. Comes inside towards McInally. He's got Billy Stark making the run to the far side. It's played back. It's deflected by Nigel Spackman, I think. No, Terry Butcher it was that got the deflection on it. But Rangers have possession once more. Ali McCoist inside the centre circle. He's got Brian Laudrup in front of him. Mark Haitley in front of him. Who would ever have thought that you would hear those 3 names back playing for a Rangers side at Ibrox in an Old Firm encounter. Ray Wilkins now, the scorer of the Rangers goal. He gives it to McCoist. Robert Pritz now has it. Brian Laudrup's coming to him. Mark Haitley gets it, he flicks it onto McCoist. Pritz had made the run, Laudrup still has it. He's making room for himself. He tries to get the shot away, and it's deflected by Jim Melrose for a corner kick to Rangers, the first of the match. And what an ovation Brian Laudrup obviously still loved and adored by the Ibrox faithful. They're saying they're not worthy. I think they are worthy for turning out in their numbers this afternoon. Very nearly, in fact a sellout, very nearly 50,000 people at Ibrox Stadium watching this Old Firm game. It's Brian Laudrup who has it. The ball's played in by Spackman. Dave McPherson, well, he got ahead to it. It wasn't the greatest of touches, and that's a goal kick to Celtic. Tommy Burns is getting his response to his appeal for perhaps just a little bit of banter. He's certainly got it just now as the ball played in towards Mark Hateley. He gets a header onto it, and Pat Bonner with a superb save. Mark Hateley making the run from deep. The ball, an inch perfect one, played right onto his head, and he bulleted a header towards the Celtic goal. Pat Bonner had to look lively to get two hands to it, and in the end a great piece of movement from Rangers, and an equally good save by Pat Bonner. Both players, Hateley and Bonner, showing that they definitely still have what it takes. Wilkins picks up possession, but Andy Walker just going over there and saying, well, if you want to keep hold of that one, you're going to have to beat me. And Ray Wilkins, well, he played the ball away, and it's Wilkins now that's got it back just inside the Celtic half. Wilkins has got plenty of movement up front. John Brown's made the run down this near side touchline. It's Nigel Spackman now. He's going to play the ball in towards Mark Hateley. Hateley with a flick towards Ali McCoist. Ali McCoist hits one on the turn, as he so often has done for Rangers. It's squatted underneath Pat Bonner, and from a goal down, Rangers are now 2-1 up. What an absolutely terrific ovation Ali McCoist has got for that goal on the turn. You've seen him doing it so many times before. Flicked on by Mark Hateley, and a terrific turn and shot. The ball played back now towards Graham Roberts in the Rangers defence. It's not Roberts, in fact, it's John Brown that's picked that up, and it's Dave McPherson that gives it right back to John Brown, who just a few moments ago was called to speak to Jim McCluskey. Just a quick chat about the clipping of Frank McGarvey's heels. Trevor Stephen now playing the ball forward towards Mark Hateley, but Hateley can't get enough on it. It's Celtic now who break away. Andy Walker, well, it's another strong challenge. Robert Pritz picks it up for Rangers. Pritz now with the run, he's going to let one fly. It takes a deflection, and Peter Latchford quite happy to watch that one go just over the bar. Caused him no real problems in the end. Played forward, Tommy Coyne getting the challenge in on Bobby Russell. But Graham Roberts there to mop up for Rangers, and Robert Pritz setting John Brown free on the far side. He's heading towards the Celtic penalty area. It's played in towards McCoist. McCoist can't get his cross away. It was a good piece of defending by Celtic on that occasion, and it'll give Rangers the opportunity to build another attack on the far side with a corner kick. We've played 56 minutes here at Ibrox Stadium. Coverage of the Old Firm on the Rangers website, www.rangers.co.uk. It's Rangers 2, Celtic 1, and it's Robert Pritz with a corner kick on the far side. He swings it in, Latchford's underneath it, he doesn't get anything onto it. John Brown though got plenty of his head onto it and bulleted a header, and Latchford must have been delighted to see that one going just inches past his far post, because he didn't come a terribly long distance for it, didn't get anything on it, and it was a real opportunity for Rangers to go even further in front. Burns is once more playing it towards Tommy Coyne. Coyne picks it up, he's got Andy Walker making the run if he can get him away just now. No, it comes to Alan McInally. He goes down inside the penalty area. The Celtic fans appeal for a penalty kick. Rambo McInally goes down. John Brown goes down beside him in a very theatrical fashion, much to the entertainment of both sets of fans. I think Brown making his point rather forcibly that was never a penalty kick, and the referee absolutely agreeing with him. Terrific entertainment from both sets of players and fans. Absolutely hilarious to watch, and it's Tommy Burns who's getting a huge ovation from the Celtic fans as big a welcome down in that far corner as Brian Laudrup was getting in the first half. He'll swing in the corner kick. It comes down just about on the 6-yard area. Oh, Tommy Coyne gets a flick onto it. There's appeals for handball. Coyne gets another chance, and it goes over the bar. Andy Gorham still not had a save to make in this second half. He just watched as it went over his bar, and it was no problems for the ex-Rangers keeper now at Motherwell. The huge ovation in the background should tell you who it is that's coming on for Rangers. Mark Hateley makes his way to the touchline. He gives way to Brian Laudrup, and what an ovation for Brian Laudrup, the man we had from at half-time. saying that perhaps he does have a future back in Scottish football in some kind of capacity. Brian Laudrup back in the fray. He's gone immediately up front to partner Ali McCoist in this match. And Billy Stark, I think, is about to be reintroduced into the action for Celtic in a moment, but it's Tosh McKinlay with the ball through for Tommy Coyne. He's in the penalty area. John Brown, well, the Celtic fans screaming for obstruction, and John Brown pleading his case to the Celtic fans. Either way, referee Jim McCluskey was not interested at all as Ali McCoist breaks for Rangers. He's inside the Celtic penalty area. Can he get the shot away? So tight angle. Ali McCoist scores an absolute smashing goal for Rangers. Shaped it round Peter Lasford. He had absolutely no chance. McCoist played in on the far side, took it into the penalty area himself, and from 6 or 7 yards out of the tightest of angles, bent it round the goalkeeper and made this game virtually safe for Rangers. It's Rangers 3, Celtic 1. Well, Fraser Wishart was making the run down this near side, but he wasn't going to quite get to it. Billy Stark's picked it up, but he's going to have to be quick because Wishart is tracking back all the time, trying to get back on side. For Rangers, it's played towards Tommy Coyne by Billy Stark, but once again, the Rangers defence, Graham Roberts, has played a terrific second half for this Rangers side, and he's managed to pick up possession for them, and now the Rangers team just stroking the ball around calmly. They know this game's in the bag unless they do something stupid. They've dominated the second half, and it's Brian Laudrup now given the opportunity to run at the Celtic defence again. It comes towards, it's come towards this near side. The ball played across, and it's tapped in. Ali McCoist has scored his hat-trick. It's Fraser Wishart with a cross, and he picked out Ali McCoist to the back post, and McCoist, well, would you believe it? He scored a hat-trick on his return to Ibrox in a Rangers shirt. Probably one of the easiest goals he's ever scored. It was just a tap-in for McCoist in the 85th minute, and it's buried this game for the Rangers side. It's Rangers 4, Celtic 1 in the Old Firm game, and a hat-trick for Ali McCoist. The 90 minutes are up at Ibrox. The referee Jim McCluskey's got his whistle to his lips, but he's going to let the Celtic attack continue, I think, and just see if they can pull a goal back. Graham Roberts gets the sliding challenge in. There's a throw into Celtic deep inside the Rangers half now. Billy Stark playing it towards Tommy Burns. Can he get the cross in? He'll have to be quick. There won't be much time to be added on to this one. It comes out to Tosh McKinlay. He gets the cross away, but Robert Pritz once more gives it to Brian Laudrup, who's the furthest forward Rangers player. He plays it to Ray Wilkins, and Ray Wilkins is the player who gets the last touch on the ball in this Old Firm match at Ibrox Stadium. Referee Jim McCluskey brings the match to an end, and it's been a terrific afternoon. Supporters on all sides, irrespective of the score, which, let me remind you, is Rangers 4, Celtic 1. Irrespective of that scoreline, the fans all round the stadium are standing up to applaud the players who have provided such terrific entertainment for everyone involved.
Never lose it, sorry.
I think everybody enjoyed it, including myself. I mean, I think the turnout made it something special. I think all the players sensed a little bit of nerves, even from the most experienced player. And I think it was a really good day.
And a nice result for another Rangers team that you've managed.
Well, I mean, you always look for a win, I think, in any of the Old Firm games that you're playing, but that wasn't the main thing today. I think the main thing was that most people would have expected around 20,000 people to turn up. The turnout was absolutely fantastic, so it shows the interest that the Old Firm can generate. And I think if the spectators enjoyed it as much as the players enjoyed it, then a good day.
But it was magic. I mean, to get in there and see Andy and Big Woodsy sitting at the goalkeeper's peg and working my way around, and seeing Spackman, Wilkins, Big Mark, it's magic. And you can imagine the boys didn't want it to end. We're in there early on, and the patter was magic. It was good fun. Thanks, Davey. Davey thinks it was offside, and Jim Duffy. I've got to thank Jim Duffy for second and third goals. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have got my hat-trick.
What was the battle like out in the park?
It was very good, but I mean, it was competitive. As you can see, there was a few tackles going in. John Brown, Big Mick McCarthy, Duff, I mean, a few of the boys, obviously you want to win and you play to win, and there's no quarter after given. I mean, I think that's the important thing, that the punters could see that, you know, players are going to give their best. That means getting into tackle, you've got to get into tackle. It's good.
It might not play elsewhere, but the career will certainly continue if this continues.
Well, if that continues, I'd love to be involved in it. I think you could see that everybody was involved, and you know, players and fans alike. It's a fabulous day, and if it continues, I'd love to be part of it.
I was delighted with the response of the fans today. I think the manner that they behaved themselves was great, and I think the game, I know it was 4-1, but up to a point you're 2-1, and for the competitiveness in both camps, I thought it was excellent. And okay, we brought Brian Laudrup on later on, and he gives the opposition problems, but it was a great day and everybody's enjoyed it. I think the Celtic boys, it's maybe not down to the result, it's getting everybody in here, money going to charity. I think it was a great occasion. It's a first, and I've never seen so many boys in the dressing so pumped up for a game too, and maybe not played for a number of years, and I'm sure Celtic boys would have been the same.
You're obviously enjoying it out in the park. I mean, the swallow dives and things like that. And a wee bit of a laugh and a joke with the Celtic fans. You didn't do that when you were playing against them, seriously?
No, but I know I clipped Frank McGarvey's heels and he went down, and yeah, as you're running to the Celtic fans, they're all laughing. You know, there's one or two giving you a few verbal, but the majority of them are having a laugh, and I think it was a great atmosphere.
And of course, Alistair McCoist has to chip in with something special.
He did. Was it 3 he got today? Yeah. Yeah, that's Coisty for you. So, and a wonder strike by Ray Wilkins again. I know he's put on a few pounds as we've all done. But great to see, just great to see all the boys back in the dressing. The atmosphere was fantastic. But just before we went out, we says, right, down to business. We are determined to win this game, and we wanted to do it, and we done it, and we're just happy at the end because it was a tough game. It could have went either way into the second half, and we're just happy that we got the result.
And it's a show that can go on, do you think, next year?
Maybe take us a year to recover from it, but yeah, I think everybody, the response that you've had from the players, just speaking to our boys, what's the next venture? We're going to take this further afield, and yeah, everybody's looking forward to other ventures. Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, congratulations, John. It's a great afternoon.
Yeah, great. I go to my bed now.
Cheers. Ibrox will be without one of its most colourful characters in the days ahead with the death of Jim Baxter. Rangers TV was privileged to be with the legend on his final visit to the stadium, where he reflected on a great career for the Gers and for Scotland.
I'd like to think that Rangers were good for me and I was good for them. When I signed for Rangers, Rangers were always a very serious team. I come along and I think I put a bit of a smile on the fans' faces with some of the tricks I got up to and things like that. I could play a bit, I know that myself. And I always try to bring the fans into it when I was playing, whether it was on the park or off it. I always had a great repertoire with them, and we got in terrific together. And I think that lives to today, and I'm very proud of that.
Play. Baxter coolly flicking the ball in towards McLean. McLean gets it to his left foot, turns it across to Baxter. A great chance here for Baxter to score. Stopped by Slater. Again Slater miraculously falls on it. No wonder Brand applauds. About 90 seconds to go. The free kick to Rangers. Henderson at outside left collects it from Baxter. Henderson inside the box, chips it to the far post. Miller's there. And the ball's on the net. Miller scores in the last minute for Rangers. Brand, nice pass to Baxter. Could be dangerous. Great chance here for Forrest. Forrest scores after 2 minutes of the second period of extra time. 90 minutes plus 17. And there it is, United for the first time go 1 goal down. So Rangers now lead 2-1. Murder. Kennedy. Baxter. Push the rotating Forrest.
Baxter, this elegant footballer. It's 1-2. Greg, there's Di Stefano after him.
Wood giving it back to Greg. That's him on the ball now. One of the stars of Scotland's win on Wednesday. Baxter. The linesman says the ball was in play.
At that time we had a good football team, Rangers, and I mean the 63 team was any team that rings his bell that you could Richie Sugar, Cowell, Greg McKinnon, Baxter, Henderson, McMillan, Miller, Brand, Wilson. Even kids say that yet. There is something special about it.
Miller. Double pass from Miller to Wilson.
The Scotland team was different altogether from the Rangers. But I had some great times with Scotland, and naturally the two stick in my mind are Wembley. I mean, that is every schoolboy's dream is to go to Wembley and to score a goal. My dream was to go to Wembley and just not to score, but I went to Wembley and scored 2 goals.
Henderson gets it across. St John, nobody there. Almost a chance for Baxter, but I think he just felt he couldn't reach it, but he does get possession. It could still be dangerous. Baxter for Scotland. There's a goal! Mackay says to Baxter, it's up to you, Jim. And here comes Baxter to make it 2-0 for Scotland, we hope. Chance of a lifetime for Jim Baxter. Here he comes. It's there!
And then the 67 game was absolutely, I mean, that can't be better. I mean, the script, the best script writer in the world couldn't write a better script for I remember coming out into the tunnel and that England team were there, you know. And they're quite right, because if it had been Scotland that won the World Cup, I would have been his jaunties and I'd have been giving it all, how do you like it, all right, so right up, and all that sort of jazz.
This is number 6, Jim Baxter. And a chance here for Dennis Law. There he is, a fair-haired Manchester United player.
But my first and foremost thoughts on a football field was always to entertain. I always wanted to please the punters, give them something to shout about, something different. They don't have that now. The fans were so happy that I mean, it was unbelievable. But I think it was a back heel for Dennis, and it just seems the most natural in the world to flick it up and have a wee juggle with it, you know. Halfway through the game, we're playing the world champions. We are playing the world champions on their own midden, and we Billy and Dennis Law are arguing whether to score more goals or take the piss. You can't believe that, could you?
Baxter again. Baxter's come in and out of this game, always been dangerous. Tommy Gemmell. Scotland slowing it down. Taking the mickey out of this England side. Lennox, number 11. Jim McCalliog. Oh, McCalliog!
Inside him, he was a fierce competitor. A lot of people didn't know that. But I'll always remember him for basically just give me the ball and I'll make it talk.
I enjoyed my football, and I know that the fans enjoyed it, and that's what matters.
Now, to complete the goal-scoring action, here's the second half of the season's SPL goals.
could be in bother after Newman's cross. Away by Thompson, but only to Tugai! Oh, that is a real stunner from Tugai! And Rangers go 1-0 up.
That's a fabulous strike, I have to say. He couldn't have struck it any sweeter.
Kenny Miller, and he's put Michael Moles in. He's done it. It took them a while, but they have finally polished off the Berlin, and now they are closing in on Celtic at the top. Well, Hugh Dallas not happy with Dundee's wall, which is keen to break. Conterman! Oh, he's done it! Conterman sends it into the bottom corner. Dundee have paid the penalty in this game. Rangers are 1 up.
Conterman with a superb strike, head over the ball. And Dick Advocaat can't believe it.
Dodds. That's a bit of ball by Dodds. Throws there.
And that's part of the reason he was bought at that very expensive sum of £12 million, his ability in the air. 3 players inside, the final ball's got to be a good one, and flows in there again. Same head, same skill, and done with a degree of determination this time. Different kind of header. It had to be done with conviction.
The first sighting for the Rangers fans of Fabrice Fernandes. First involvement for Fernandes on his left foot. Thinks about the shot. Unbelievable. 15 seconds on the field. And that's what you call making a quick impact. Fernandes with the corner kick flicked on by Gale. In from Flo, here's a chance for Rangers, and it's Malcolm. Bob Malcolm's first goal for the Rangers top team. Looks to have won it.
Conterman, positive with that. Wallace going in at the back. There's Wallace, he's done it! Wallace opens the scoring for Rangers. Tremendous hesitation in that Dundee defence. Ferguson not really linking with the front two. Flo, another mistake here. What can Flo make of this? He's dragging it away. He's done it! He took that very coolly, and another shocking mistake by the Dundee defence. Billy Dodds wriggling away clear here. Flo, Wallace, Albert. Oh, that's a superb strike. So typical of the big German.
The Hearts goalkeeper is well aware of the skills of George Alberts from the set piece now. Is this the cross or the shot? It's a delicate chip in there. Oh, it's in the back of the net! George Alberts. Well, he looks rather bemused. We were expecting a powerful drive in there, and he just chipped it towards the post. Hearts undone in the first half from the set piece. Will we witness a replay of that? Amoruso driving it in. Oh, good save. Goal by Wallace. 2-1 Rangers. Yet again, undone from the set piece. Amoruso kept it low. Niemi could only parry it out, and there was Rod Wallace. Alberts gets the tackle in. There's a break on here. It's 1-on-1 again. Flo against Severin. Hearts trying to get a man back. There's a man over for Rangers. It's George Alberts. Is this number 3? It is! 3-1 Rangers. George Alberts. There is absolutely no doubt about it. He's the man of the match. He's dictated everything in this game. Rangers trying to break out. Amoruso has continued his run. So has Torre Andre Flo. Flo moving towards the edge. Can he get the shot? And he can! It's there! And that is a great goal from Torre Andre Flo. The break once again is the undoing of Hearts. He kept his composure. It's a side foot into the back of the net. Niemi is disgusted. And it's Hearts 1, Rangers 4.
George Alberts getting his usual greeting as he goes over to take the corner kick. His left foot fired in at the near post. Ronald de Boer's header knocked off the line by Calderon. Was it in? Yes, it was. On his comeback, Ronald de Boer has scored. 19 minutes gone. Amoruso's pass chased by Lovenkrantz. Mistake by Dundala, and Peter Lovenkrantz squares it for Rod Wallace. He's been superb this season for Kilmarnock, Freddie Dundala, but he'll look back in horror at that one. There was a chance to play it safe. He tried to turn away from Lovenkrantz, lost the ball, and from then on there was only one outcome. Rolled in for Rod Wallace, and he doesn't miss those. More encouraging that for Rangers, and de Boer himself with the corner kick. Drifted in for Amoruso! 3-0! Head and shoulders above everyone there to nod the ball in. And any doubt about the outcome of this match is now gone. He remains a top-class defender, highly popular with the Rangers fans, and as he showed there, he can finish at the other end too. Wallace, played first time by Rickson. Flo's header, he saw Wallace was wanting it back. And Rod Wallace makes it 4. He was involved in that move way back, and he made up a lot of ground, and that was a drilled finish, which gave Meldrum not a hope of keeping it out. In for Flo. Still Torre Andre Flo! It's 5! Peter Lovenkrantz hammering the ball into the back of the net, but it was over the line, and it's Flo's goal. But George Alberts does the business for Rangers. 13 minutes gone. Rangers have the lead. Alberts with the pass for Rod Wallace, onside. And Ronald de Boer makes it 2 in 2 games. Amoruso's cross, Ronald de Boer. Oh, wonderful strike. Tony Vidmar pushes forward. Gets beyond Larsson. Oh, that's a brilliant goal by Vidmar. Something special. A finish for Tony Vidmar, well worth remembering. 2 minutes into stoppage time, and that's 4-0 Rangers.
So now you've seen all the European and SPL goals. Just for a bit of fun, why not choose your favourite goal of the season and see if it matches mine? Find out at the end of the video. Finally, if ambition is matched by results, Rangers will take their place at the top table of European football. A dream has become reality with the opening of the new development centre at Milngavie on the north side of Glasgow. It's been 2 years in the planning and building, but for Dick Advocat, the complex is the foundations for the future. We caught up with the manager as the finishing touches were put in place, and he explained exactly what it means for Rangers.
Started 2 years ago to discuss the matter with David Murray, and from that moment on we started developing the whole plan together with the architect. But if you see now the outcome, yeah, it's brilliant. I think it's one of the best in the world. We went to several places in England and also with my own experience abroad in Italy and in France. With all that kind of thing, we went to the architect, we discussed it with David Murray, with Campbell and Douglas and with the staff. We discussed everything about the facilities. And the outcome is that we have two parts. One is the professional side for the daily training and coaching and that kind of things. And the other part is the youth development. And I think that's the biggest advantage what Rangers football can have. For me, was it still a surprise when I arrived at Ibrox that there was no training facilities for the first team, but also no facility at all for the youth department. And still, 2 years later, there are no facilities for the youth in Scotland, because every week we have to hire youth pitches to play our game. Even training is a shame. So what we have achieved in 2 years, now everybody can come and watch the facility. The good thing is that we can show the parents the facilities on the younger age. And one of the things parents want is that their kids come in some good hands. I mean, the facilities, the coaches, the staff. That's so important for parents on a very young age. And again, if you can show the facility we have now, yeah, there's a big advantage on other clubs.
Is it going to have an influence on the calibre of player that you can bring to the club as well when they see a facility like this?
Well, definitely. If we have to bring a player out to show them the training facilities, we have to drive every day 15 minutes to train and back again 15 minutes. Weather, rain, snow or whatever, we have to do it. And the youth department has to do that as well. If you bring in now a player from a certain standard and we can show the facilities we have now, yeah, there's an advantage, no doubts about that.
And is there a benefit in the players only going to play at the stadium?
Yeah, well, that's another thing. I think it is a special day, must be a special day for the fans, but also must be a special day for our players. They play the games there on an even better pitch than it was before, because sometimes we train on that with all the weather conditions. But now we can train here. We have an heating pitch, we have an indoor hall, so now everything is there. The facility is very important for the professional side, but even more important for the youth development, because the kids start at 10 years age till the 21. So that takes a couple of years, because probably we will bring in more talented youngsters. Again, with the staff we have here, we can develop much better than we did before. We have training own pitches and that kind of thing. We can also play the games here. So yeah, in a couple of years you will see the outcome. We all want to forget last year and start clean and start fresh, and hopefully we can get the results that we have shown in the past.
So that's just about it. Rangers face the future with one vision. It's a new beginning for the club and its supporters. Enjoy the ride, it's going to be thrilling. Oh, and my choice for the goal of the season, well, it's Giovanni van Bronckhorst. For now, from me, Derek Johnston, goodbye.
Van Bronckhorst, he might think about hitting it from here, and he does indeed. Oh, what a goal! Giovanni van Bronckhorst! And how did he think about hitting it?